Hello and welcome to this tips and techniques video from Master Your Photography. In this series we've carefully crafted a collection of short videos designed to provide you with key points on specific topics without any of the unnecessary waffle. Our goal is to give you practical information that you can immediately apply to your own photography. We understand that your time is precious, so we've condensed each video to deliver concise, actionable information. With our tips and techniques series, you'll gain the knowledge and the confidence to improve your photography in no time at all. So, that's probably enough waffle, let's get started. The background is something that is often overlooked when you take a photograph, but it is vitally important to your composition and can make or break an image. There's a general rule that if you don't know what to include or you're not sure whether something should be included, then just keep it simple. Keep it as clean and simple as possible. But don't be afraid to experiment with different backgrounds. In this example here, you can see how changing from the white background to the black background adds a real sense of drama to this product shot. If you want to create backgrounds that are very subtly out of focus and blurry, then the way to do it is by using a telephoto lens. That's a lens with a long focal length, and use it with the widest aperture that you possibly can. Now sometimes you may be limited by the lens you're using, sometimes you may be limited by the amount of light that's around on the day. But remember, you can always turn your ISO up to use a wider aperture, use a slower shutter speed, as long as you're not going to run into problems with freezing motion or creating too much noise in your image. Keeping the background simple is never ever going to be a bad choice. You can't be criticised for something that basically isn't there, so simple is always good. But sometimes the background can be used to add some context to the subject, as in this example here. Even if the background is blurred and out of focus because you've used a telephoto with a wide aperture, it can still add a sense of the story to the image. In effect, what it's doing is it's adding a narrative to your photograph, and it's putting them in context so the viewer knows exactly where something has been taken and what the background story is. If you use a wide angle lens, then you get an even more expansive background and there's even more information for the viewer. The danger is that it becomes too messy and too difficult to interpret. In an image such as this, adding the empty railway line into the background enhances the drama within this photo. We have this feeling that a train could turn up at any minute, and that adds a tension to the image that just wouldn't be there if the photo was just the picture of the sign. Here's a few other tips for different backgrounds. Try using textures and clashing colours. Try choosing a viewpoint where you can isolate your subject against a plain background such as the sky, or use a background which actually adds negative space to your image. I'm a great believer in getting the shot in camera rather than relying on post-production techniques. However, there are times when you just maybe can't do that, or you look at a shot later on and think, actually I could improve this by adding some texture or a different background. So don't dismiss Photoshop and other applications that let you do these post-production tricks. So next time you're out with your camera and you're ready to take a shot, make sure your subject's sharp, it's well exposed, but then look at the background and make sure that that's actually adding to the story or to the narrative of your image and enhancing it in some way. Thank you for tuning in to Master Your Photography's Tips and Techniques series. We hope you found this video useful and practical. Remember, each photo you take is a stepping stone towards becoming a better photographer. So get out there and capture the world in your own unique way. Until next time, happy shooting.